celebrated with an ale at the local pub.
Well, I feel it's mission accomplished, and I haven't disgraced myself.
For her 100th, she raced a Ferrari around a track, but her daredevil days are over. Manette says it's time to take up knitting. Mark Burrows, NBN News.
Oh, why stop now?
Yeah, why not?
She's on a roll. Amazing. Adam Murray's here with Sport. Adam, the Knights, well, they're not giving up hope of playing finals footy.
Tash Ponga is embracing the challenge ahead. The Dragons' loss yesterday has helped Newcastle's cause. The job is far from done. More on that next. Plus a golden boost for the Panthers as they look to shine again. And Liverpool makes it 2 from 2 under its new coach.
That much is sweet to tip. Just make brush dry, great kissing, bye bye. Root touch-up is the hair colour I wanna be. Claro, it's so me.
I can see you looking after it.
BP Ultimate cleans dirt from inside your engine to help keep it performing at its best. Fuel up with BP Ultimate and help protect your engine for the long run.
Take your bottle. Set.
From grassroots to the games, Harvey Norman, proudly supporting Australian athletes.
It's the Bottle Bonanza. Scratch and win is back, bigger and hairier than ever. With a simple scratch, go in the draw to win one of 4 major prizes, or to nab some Bonza instant wins every day. No purchase required to play. But the Bonanza doesn't stop there. Head in store for our super good value range, offering super prices on all your faves. That's how we're keeping your costs bottle low. Play the Bottle Bonanza Scratch and Win today. Righto, the Bottle O.
At Light and Easy, we know that champions are made through hard work and dedication. That's why we partner with some of Australia's top athletes and teams to help fuel their performance. With Light and Easy's delicious, ready-to-eat meals, athletes can focus on what they do best. Our meals provide the right balance of nutrition to help keep them at the top of their game. From the fields to the courts and everywhere in between, Light and Easy is fueling champions. Light and Easy, eat well and play hard.
As you can see, I need something. As you can see, I need something a bit more
Reliable.
When taking payments gets wild, wrangle them with NAB Merchant Services. NAB, more than money.
Subaru's CanStar Blue award-winning range. It's you and Subaru for a world discovered. See you out there.
Farmers Union Greek-style yogurt, the Aussie all-rounder.
Newcastle must win its final 2 games of the season to remain in the hunt for the NRL finals. Superstar fullback Kalyn Ponga believes it's possible and says the Knights are embracing the challenge.
8 weeks ago, Kalyn Ponga was sitting on the sideline nursing an injury to his right foot. But at the weekend, he was lighting up a Core Stadium in season best form.
Kalyn Ponga. It began with him on the kick return, 100 metres away, and there he was again, surging into a hole on that right edge.
I think I'm getting better each week since the injury. It was unfortunate I missed that 10-week block, just working on things, trying to prepare as best as I can, but definitely, I guess, training in the right direction.
And Newcastle is hoping to keep moving up this Sunday against the Titans in the first of 2 must-win games to have any chance at finals footy.
It's about leaders just keeping the group present, nailing what we have to do in preparation and making sure that we start, steely and tough.
The Sharks win over the Dragons yesterday, helping Newcastle's bid to make the 8.
Well, I definitely was smiling on the couch.
But the Knights will be without 2 second rowers this Sunday. Tyson Frizzell due to concussion protocols and Kai Pearce-Paul through injury. While missing key players is never ideal, it's a tune Newcastle is well versed in.
Over the year or over the last couple of years, I reckon that's probably been our strength, in a sense, is whenever our team's really against, backs against the wall, during a game, we've sort of come through those periods pretty well.
The match kicks off at 2 p.m. Montana Claire, NBN News.
The Panthers are hoping Jess and Naomi Fox can sprinkle a little gold dust on their premiership campaign and revive their pursuit of a 4th straight title. The sisters spoke to the team today at the perfect time, with Ivan Cleary declaring Penrith's season is now at a crossroads.
If the Panthers were feeling flat, a visit from the Fox sisters fixed that.
Just amazing what they offered, and our boys got a lot out of it. It's fantastic.
The Penrith pair, also die-hard supporters, spoke with the players for an hour, and their lessons provided a big lift.
Diversity is sort of always, what we do as sports people in professional sports, and we definitely are in that little phase at the moment, and obviously in Olympic sports it's 4 years in between. There's obviously a big build-up, and so a lot of not just physical training but mental training and performing under pressure, all that sort of stuff. So it was it was fantastic.
Did you get to hold the gold medals?
I did, actually. Yeah.
Pretty heavy.
So good. Yeah. I was thinking back in the day when you were lucky enough to get a medal when you were a kid, and none of them felt that heavy. So yeah.
It's helped the Panthers pull their season into sharp focus.
I totally believe we can win it, but we have to make a decision on whether we're prepared to, pay that price to win it. And at the moment, there would probably be a question mark around that.
Falling to 4th on the ladder, a home final is now unlikely.
We're going to be the hunters, and that's, that'll start with what we do every day.
And with Nathan Cleary no closer to a return, half Jack Cole suffered a serious injury in New South Wales Cup.
It's unlikely Jack will be lacing the boot on again this year.
The Bulldogs are battling their own outs. Kurt Mann underwent shoulder surgery this afternoon, while Stephen Crichton has accepted a 1-game ban for his high shot.
He's going to be able to work on himself over the next week and a half and get himself ready for that Cowboys game, and I think it'll do him a benefit in the long run.
Still, with finals assured, the Dogs are flying high, embracing the groundswell of support now behind them.
Yeah, the boys see it after every game and they get quite excited by it. And for us, it's just good to realise we're inspiring people with the way we're playing and the style of footy we're playing, and our boys really thrive on that. And hopefully that grows over the next few weeks.
Sam Jordan, NBN News.
Wallabies fly half Noah Lolosio has given an insight into how he deals with the pressure of wearing the number 10 jumper.
Playing fly half for the Wallabies is up there with pressure-wise. So again, just keeping it real simple for myself, putting things into perspective that it is just a game of footy.
The Wallabies have begun training in Argentina, with the first of 2 tests kicking off on Sunday morning. Liverpool seems to be enjoying life under new coach Arne Slot. The Reds defeating Brentford 2-0 at Anfield to continue their winning start and perfect defensive record in the new Premier League season. Elsewhere, Newcastle scored a late equaliser to draw 1-1 with Bournemouth, while Chelsea really kick-started its campaign, thrashing Wolves 6-2. Coming up, not fast enough. F1's Flying Dutchman upstaged at his home Grand Prix, and a rare result too for Lake Macquarie's cliff diving queen.
What's that bird then?
It's a male finch. They give seeds to females in a bonding ritual.
Wow.
That inspires.
The crowd pleaser that couldn't be easier. Whip up a treat with Coles Snack Apple Pies 4-pack, $3.60 every day. And Coles Irresistible 1-litre ice cream, $6.50 every day. That's great value, hands down, at Coles.
This is Simon. When asked what he did over the weekend, he'll say, nothing special. Is hanging out with your favourite people nothing special? Are these pub-style chips nothing special? Simon? Okay, there's something special about nothing special.
Get the gear that'll get Dad going. Turtle Wax Clean and Shine Complete Kit for $29 and 20% off Repco 30 and 40-month warranty batteries. Catalogue out now. Repco gets you going.
The state government is denying there's a problem with city traffic, despite commuters now spending
We'd do anything for our dog. Like giving up the couch. Luckily, protecting them is easy with Simparica Trio, the world's #1 selling all-in-one. Simparica Trio. Protection for dogs, trusted by dog people.
Always feral, never civilized. You can scrub away the dirt, but I can't be sanitized. They try to keep me caged, threw away the key. I'm making my escape. You can't contain me.
The all-new Mitsubishi Triton is here. Nothing can frighten a Triton.
Springtime feels like outdoors at Freedom. Save up to $1,000 on new season outdoor furniture packages. Plus, for a limited time, get 50 months interest-free store-wide. Conditions apply. On now, only at Freedom. At Lismore's Banzai Japanese restaurant, enjoy succulent sushi, made to order, light as air tempura, fresh sashimi, banquet menu options, and exquisite service. Open Tuesdays to Saturdays. Book online today for authentic Japanese dining at Banzai.
Moving home? Make your next move a good move. Done. With Energy Australia, you can move your energy online in minutes and get power on the day you move. Book your move online today.
This report brought to you by Harvey Norman, proud to be Australia's official retail partner.
For the first time in a long time, Late Macquarie's Rhiannon Ifland hasn't made the top step of the podium, instead finishing second at the latest round of the Cliff Diving World Series in Canada. She was beaten by local hero Molly Carlson.
There's one thing I've learned about myself is that I pick myself back up and I come back even harder. So I'm really looking forward to the last two stops.
The next stop is in Turkey before the series heads to Sydney in November for the final round. Adam Scott will be Australia's sole representative in the PGA's Tour Championship after his second-placed finish in the BMW Championship this morning. Scott finished one shot behind winner Keegan Bracely after leading by 3 at the end of the second round. And New Zealand's Lydia Ko has capped off a remarkable fortnight by winning the British Open at St Andrews. The two-shot win follows her gold medal at the Olympics in Paris. Max Verstappen has been dethroned at the Dutch Grand Prix, losing his home race for the first time to his main championship rival, Lando Norris. The McLaren star's second win of the season, coming in dominant fashion as he crossed 20 seconds ahead of Verstappen. Norris's Aussie teammate, Oscar Piastri, finished fourth. The Hunters' Rylan Gray suffered a blow to his GT4 Championship tilt in a tough fourth round at Phillip Island. The Mustang driver was on course for a win in race 2 before a gearbox failure forced him to retire. Rival Tom Heyman stayed out of trouble, with the Novocastrian extending his championship lead thanks to back-to-back second-place finishes. This year's Sunside has made club history, clinching 11 wins for the year after taking down the Tigers in the final round of the regular season. It beats the club's previous record of 10 victories.
There's some areas of our game we know we have to improve on what those are, but we've also got to capitalise and build on the strengths of this footy club because there's some wonderful talent here and some wonderful phases of play that we can really get some strength out of.
Attention now turning to the Suns' AFLW side, which opens its season this weekend, cross-promoting round 1 today. After back-to-back losses, the Titans' NRLW side is back in the winner's circle, rolling the Roosters by 20 points, but the same can't be said for the men, cooked by the Chooks in the club's final home game of the season.
Celebrating a milestone man off to the worst possible start.
Cleaned up there by Angus Crichton.
And not getting any better, 9 tries to 4, the Titans trounced 48 points to 22 by a finals-bound Roosters.
That's not acceptable, and we need to do better than that.
Former Gold Coast coach Justin Holbrook getting the last laugh. Des Hasler fed up.
Kind of sick of making excuses for them, to be honest.
Alafian Campereira's hat-trick, the only shining light, the Titans winger 23rd four-pointer of the season. On track to top the NRL's try-scoring tally.
And Campereira, he goes coast to coast.
No point-scoring problems for the Titans' NRLW side.
Brown, they left the door wide open. Oh, what a game.
Gold Coast clinching a 26-6 victory, which had plenty of spice.
First I didn't like it.
Talia Fuimeono facing up to 2 weeks on the sideline, charged for this high shot on Isabel Kelly. The Bears face a fight in the Queensland Cup finals, finishing 7th after falling to Northern Pride in the last regular season match. Burleigh now play the Capras in an elimination final this Saturday. Matthew Simpicus, NBN News.
The second week of the NRRL finals has decided the fate of Evans Head, defeated by Balambul 20 points to 10 in the elimination final. Yesterday, Ballina booked the first spot in this year's decider, edging out Coogin 16-14 at home.
It's going to be
Anticipation was in the air at Kingsford Smith Park.
Josh Gollan calls time on. We're underway here at Kingsford Smith Park.
Ballina's Liam Green took flight in the opening minutes to make a strike in the far left.
Here comes the first try of the match. And it's Reece Richies.
Coogin centre Joel Hare fired back to clear the defence unfazed.
Gets the off-right to Joel Hare.
Narrowly separated 6 points to 4. Hornets second rower Ethan Schultz stormed down the field.
And Ethan Schultz off the back of Caleb Zeeble.
Nudging ahead with a 4-point lead to Coogin, the Seagulls' Will Bates took advantage of clear ground at the try line. Back in Ballina's grasp by 2, Coogin winger Alec Williams found his sting to flip the script 14 points to 12.
Options on the left if he wants it, and eventually finds.
But 2 penalty kicks in the Seagulls' favour proved the final nail in the coffin.
Ballina back in front, 16-14.
To seal the game for Ballina, 16 points to 14. Alexandra Rees, NBN News.
Tash, that's our look at sport.
Thank you, Adam. Stay with us. We'll check in with the local weather details right after the break.
Australia's sleazy inspector demoted after a claim of sexual assault. Why is he now boss of the police union? A current affair next.
Trailblazers, wildcards, middle-arm maestros. No one dictates their dinner. Armed with nothing more than a trolley token, marching to the beat of their own wallets. They've got groceries in the bag. They're Aldi to the core. Aldi, good different.
Hi, it's Jess here with my fresh picks. It's the perfect time for blueberries right now. Choose plump berries that are dark blue. Cauliflower is great quality and in abundance, while broccolini is great value this week. Look for bunches that are firm and bright green. And finally, lime supply has been impacted due to cold, wet weather. We're working with growers to return supply back to normal soon. That's this week's Fresh Market Update.
Come on now, let's roll out. My outfit hits kapow. Got all them saying wow. I know they know who I am now. They know me.
Take your mom.
From grassroots to the games, Harvey Norman, proudly supporting Australian athletes.
At Light and Easy, we know that champions are made through hard work and dedication. That's why we partner with some of Australia's top athletes and teams to help fuel their performance. With Light and Easy's delicious ready-to-eat meals, athletes can focus on what they do best. Our meals provide the right balance of nutrition to help keep them at the top of their game. From the fields to the courts and everywhere in between, Light and Easy is fueling champions. Light and Easy. Eat well and play hard.
That's the sound of you winning. Because while watching your team pick up their third consecutive loss, you also managed to pick up pizza. Smash it. DoorDash it.
It's the Bottle Openanza. Scratch and win is back, bigger and hairier than ever. With a simple scratch, go in the draw to win one of 4 major prizes, or to nab some Bonza instant wins every day. No purchase required to play. But the bonanza doesn't stop there. Head in store for our super good value range, offering super prizes on all your faves. That's how we're keeping your costs bottle low. Play the Bottle O Bonanza Scratch and Win today. Righto, the Bottle O.
What a brilliant start it's been to the new week. Hard to stay inside, really. Sunshine and blue skies making Monday a little bit nicer, and we'll see some of this unusual winter warmth stick around until at least next weekend. Well, days of hairdryer conditions and 24 hours of heavy rain in the country's southeast have all but spelled the end of the ski season for some resorts. Hotham's snowpack is sitting at a very modest 25 centimetres at the moment. Moderate showers were also recorded in Western Tasmania. We experienced some unseasonable early thunderstorm activity this weekend with large hail and hundreds of thousands of lightning strikes seen south of Sydney, but it's looking incredibly clear over most of the nation for now. Cloud attached to a southern ocean trough and cold front here is sweeping east and should clip Victoria and Tasmania again in the next few days, but damaging winds and heavy rain should largely miss northern New South Wales, which is sitting pretty under high pressure. Taking a look at the nation's top temps, it's almost like we've skipped ahead to the middle of summer, mid even high 30s the max in some parts of the top end tomorrow, even overnight minimums above 20 degrees. That early burst of inland heat clearly going nowhere in the Alice too, with a top of 33, 28 the top in Brisbane and 24 in Sydney. Sunny and very unusually warm across the northern rivers today, getting up to 27 on the Gold Coast, 23 at Cape Byron, 31 in Lismore, 30 at Evans Head and Ballina. Southwesterly winds switching more nor'easterly tomorrow afternoon and picking up a little bit overnight. Remaining very dry across the region though, with showers possible but unlikely. A few clouds about, but mostly fine conditions locally. A top of 25 at Evans Head, 27 at Lismore and 28 at Murwillumbah. Taking a look at coastal conditions, seas between 1 to 1.5 metres with a 1 metre swell and northerly winds up to 20 knots. Low tide around 20 to 7 in the morning, the high around 5 to 3 in the afternoon. Sun to rise at 6:06 and setting at 5:31. Partly cloudy in the Tweed tomorrow, a top of 26 degrees. Sunnier skies from Wednesday onwards, even heating up to 30 degrees or 31 degrees next weekend. Similar conditions forecast for the next 7 in Ballina and slightly warmer with a top of 32 degrees for the last day of winter. The unseasonable warmth will also be felt in Lismore with a string of days topping in the high 20s, even mid-30s and remaining dry, and almost heatwave-like conditions in Grafton from tomorrow all the way through to Saturday, when we could see an unbelievable top there of 34 degrees. Crazy for this time of year. Cooler temperatures should follow this burst of heat in the week to follow though, as we settle a little bit further into spring. And checking out the surf across our local beaches today, there were some small little sets rolling into Gallows on the mid-north coast, but certainly nothing too sizable for surfers to jump on.
Thank you, Lauren. And that is NBN News for this Monday. Good night. Hello, I'm Ali Langdon. Welcome to A Current Affair. It's one of the top jobs for any police officer. Well paid, and it comes with a lot of power. When Wade Burns put his hand up, he campaigned on being a family man with a wife and 2 young boys. He won, but he was hiding a dirty secret.
Wade Burns, Steve Marshall, The Current Affair, good morning. Are you a fit and proper person to be president of this association?
Wade Burns is president of a powerful police association, but this cop
has a dark, secret past.
Serious allegation.
Which allegations?
A shocking sex assault allegation is plaguing this president's first term.
His position is totally untenable.
Members who have spoken up claim their association has shot them down.
Put your head up and you're out.
Do you think you deserve to be expelled?
No.
It's an association, but it's also a union operating at arm's length from the force, the police commissioner, and indeed the police minister. Critics claim the Police Association of South Australia is a law unto itself.
It's almost like it's run like a mafia.
It says that they don't want members to speak up.
You speak out against them, you try and raise concerns, and they put a hit job on you.
Thank you. Please don't.
Mr. Burns. The Police Association of South Australia, over 4,600 members strong, paying $5 million in union fees every year, controlled by officers seconded from the force, voted into lucrative leadership roles by members. Why do you think these people are so hell-bent on getting into these positions and retaining?
Quite simple. Power and money.
I'm a family man with a wife and 2 very active young boys. So where work-life balance is concerned, again, I get it.
That's Inspector Wade Burns campaigning in a recent by-election to be Police Association president.
His campaign was based on openness, transparency, respect and statesmanship. Except he did not explain to his members why he suffered the biggest emotion in South Australian police history.
Politician Frank Pangello lit a fuse under Burns' explosive secret on the floor of the SA Parliament using parliamentary privilege.
He was a chief inspector and suddenly was demoted to a senior sergeant, and that followed an incident in a nightclub.
A sexual assault allegation involving a female police colleague during a night out in 2017. The SA Police Commissioner says, due to the wishes of the alleged victim, the matter was not referred for prosecution, and the allegation has never been publicly proven. However, a misconduct investigation was undertaken. Wade Burns agreed to a set of facts that have been kept secret. Not even senior cops like Chief Inspector Darren Cornell knew the details.
I knew there was an incident, but under the Complaints and Disciplinary Proceedings Act, I'm not able to know or discuss that matter.
But unfortunately, in South Australia, being the secret state, any allegations of misconduct are effectively buried by the Police Complaints and Discipline Act.
Adelaide lawyer Andrew Carpenter has had his fair share of legal battles with SA Police.
The police have the ability to control the narrative when there have been any allegations of impropriety against police officers.
When Pangello revealed the stunning allegation about Burns, voting in the by-election for the association presidency had already opened. Wade Burns just beat his closest rival, Darren Cornell, by a margin of 49 votes.
I had members approach me and who had rung the AEC, the Australian Electoral Commission, to try and change their vote because they weren't aware of the allegations.
I've never said I was a perfect person.
Burns responded with this social media video to association members.
This internal matter was recycled by others in a desperate last-ditch attempt to manipulate voter sentiment.
Burns has since stepped down from positions he held on school and sports boards, but he's clinging to the president's role. A plum gig with a salary package thought to be in the region of $350,000 a year, including a brand new car.
If he's not a fit and proper person for the school board or Basketball SA, how can he be a fit and proper person for the Police Association of South Australia?
We asked Police Association President Wade Burns the same thing.
Are you a fit and proper person to be president of this association?
I am the president of the association, yes,
Do you
and we're
think you
focusing
deserve
on
to
our
be?
business.
That business included expelling Inspector Darren Cornell for discrediting the association and its members. Burns abstained from the vote on expulsion. There's no avenue for Cornell to appeal his ban, so he can't run against Burns in next year's election.
I've not breached any code of conduct. I've not breached any criminal law. I've not breached any regulations. I can only come to the conclusion this is about protecting the current president from the election in March 25.
Another police officer was also expelled, so too Delegate Kerry Rouse, for co-signing a letter of complaint about Burns to politician Frank Pangallo and the SA Police Commissioner, although Rouse is glad to be out.
Why can't you be part of an association with Wade Burns?
If the allegations were to be true, that would put him in a position where we're allowing him to represent us and set a certain standard. And that's why they don't think that he's suitable to represent us as a police association president.
Others have torn up their membership.
Do you think you deserve to be in wake of these allegations? It's a serious allegations
Which
raised in
allegations?
Parliament. Sexual assault.
Oh, those matters have been addressed.
He's dismissed it as some seemingly idle workplace incident. It wasn't.
Do you think that they've been addressed appropriately?
Thank you.
Burns suffered the indignation of being demoted 2 positions, from Chief Inspector to Senior Sergeant. He was later promoted 1 spot to Inspector.
Police officers are there to protect physical and sexual assault against women. How can, with those accusations, how can he then represent the members of the Police Association?
The bombshell assertion has opened a Pandora's box within the association Burns now leads. Untested allegations of a toxic workplace under previous President Mark Carroll.
I'm making the choice to step away.
3 former employees lodged complaints with Fair Work Commission, but all withdrew, saying they felt intimidated by the immense legal battle they faced.
It's got to a situation where people are even afraid to speak out about their experience in there.
So how would you describe the hierarchy of the police association?
I can't answer that question. I have to protect myself, I'm afraid.
Mark Carroll wasn't home, but he strenuously denied the toxic workplace allegation through his lawyer. Carroll is currently embroiled in a separate civil case brought against him, the association, and another member by the former deputy president. After we asked Carroll if union fees were paying for his legal defence, the police association contacted members, confirming this is the case, in line with the association's constitution. Members were told the legal bill for all the respondents in the case was $230,000 as of last August. However, A Current Affair understands the total cost to date for the case has since topped $1 million.
I know of at least 50 plus members that have withdrawn their membership as a result of either grievances with the Police Association or lack of transparency on the money that is being spent.
Carroll's successor, Association President Wade Burns, wouldn't comment.
Is the association spending members' money appropriately, Mr. Burns?
Thank you. Please don't.
No, sir. Is he?
Because Burns is seconded from the police force to a trade union, SA's police commissioner has no authority over him. Astonishingly, umbrella organisation the Police Federation of Australia is also powerless to act. That leaves Wade Burns to decide the standard of integrity and transparency in his role as SA Police Association President.
Mr. Burns, you know the saying, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen, Mr. Burns.
Is that the standard our hard-working police officers deserve? I reckon they deserve much better than Wade Burns. Dust, noise and closed to traffic. It's not a combo that entices customers through your front door. When council decided to dig up the street to fix stormwater drains, these family-run shops were told it would take no more than 6 months. A year on, it's nowhere near done. and they can't hold on much longer.
Give me back my street. Please give me back my street.
Oh, very bad. The business very down. We need our customers back.
So this is what you look at, morning and night, day after day for months on
Every
end.
day for the last year.
And it's noisy and
It
it's
is.
dusty.
In fact, that's really bad. Because when you come in the morning and you see all these fences in front of you, instead of seeing some nice people coming into the shop.
Lost in the dust of this view, Mohammed wants answers.
Your customers are essentially being locked out of the street.
Obviously, yes.
What's your message to council?
Get this one done, get the job done as quick as you can do.
So you can get your business back.
Yes. Anything else?
Originally from Afghanistan, Mohammed's supermarket is his baby. But what's a store without shoppers?
We started from scratch, so we build it up, then we're going backwards now. So in another year, we'll be back to the scratch.
Mohammed's been servicing his local community in Maryland's Western Sydney for 15 years. 12 months ago, council began construction on his doorstep, replacing stormwater drainage and upgrading the road. The project was due to take 6 months, but 1 year on, work is far from complete.
I'm paying rent, mortgage, and I have kids, 2 kids. And you see the electricity bill, water bills. I have lots of things, to do. Even I have 2 workers, I have to pay them, they have family.
Convenience store owner Wali says his business won't survive another 6 months of dirt and dust.
Maybe I closed on everything and I lost my everything, Maybe I lost my house because I buy house for my future, for my kids and this. And now the mortgage also, the interest has gone up. If I didn't pay, I have to sell it.
Addleston Road, where the local shops are, along with the main road, are closed. There's a small portion of temporary pedestrian access, but surrounding bus stops have been moved. According to council, the stormwater upgrades will maximise the potential of the area and will reduce existing and future flooding issues.
It's a project that needs to be done, so we didn't say anything. But I thought maybe 3 months to 6 months they give us time. But now it's been over a year, and then by the look of it, it's not going to end in another couple of months.
The road was dug up in August 2023. In February this year, council said unforeseen circumstances had led to delays and construction would be complete by end of May 2024. In June, utility delays were to blame, with council giving locals till the end of July. In July, it was wet weather. The project manager now promising the job will wrap up this month. But there's still an enormous hole in the ground.
Financially, we're more than 50% in loss compared to the same months in last year.
It smells good in here, Mohammed.
Yeah, thank you.
What do you make?
Afghani bread, lavash bread, and food for takeaway.
Mohammed owns the local bakery. He says he's throwing more bread away than he's selling.
Weekly, 200 bag, 150 bag, and put in rubbish.
So any of this that doesn't sell goes straight into the rubbish?
Sometimes, yeah.
Do you have a family to support?
Yes, because this shop, 7 people is working. Every people is 6 or 5 families.
And you have to support them all from the shop?
Yeah.
It's hard?
Very hard.
It may be business as usual for council, but for these small business owners, their livelihoods are crumbling with every day construction is delayed. The local Oporto shut up shop earlier this year. These people have too much to lose.
It's a lot of pressure on you.
Lots of pressure. Get rid of this. Get this one done.
And council says it will partially reopen by mid-September with all works complete by December. But looking at that big hole in the ground, it seems ambitious. There's not a whole lot you can do when stuck in space, as 2 stranded astronauts are fast finding out. But thanks to a bunch of Aussie scientists, Butch and Suni have a new mission to keep them occupied as they wait to be rescued. A mushroom mission that could hold the key to building life on Mars and beyond. first-hand look at what it is like to be stuck in space. Much Wilmore and Sunny Williams.
NASA says the 2 American astronauts who are stuck on the International Space Station could be in orbit.
Williams have been stuck on the International Space Station for more than a month now.
A week-long mission that'll become an 8-month stay aboard the International Space Station.
We've been thoroughly busy up here, integrated right into the crew.
400 kilometres away, back on Earth, the rocket's packed with supplies for the pair, alongside mushrooms, yes, mushrooms, sent from Melbourne's Swinburne University.
What was really exciting is when our payload was launched on the NG-21 rocket, it was packed inside that capsule with some of the clothes that are being sent up for Butch and Sunny, who are the Boeing Starliner astronauts.
Swinburne astrophysicist Dr. Sarah Webb is leading a study into growing the fungi in space.
One is we want to be able to grow food in space eventually, and mushrooms are a fantastic nutritional source.
Her other mission, using the mushroom's roots to build structures in a faraway galaxy.
You could use them as building materials in the future, and if we ever do go off-world, say to the moon or Mars, we're going to need to get creative with how we build things. So a huge problem with space is just how expensive it is and how limited you are with moving materials from one place to another.
And here's how it could work.
So one possible way is you have a mushroom farm on the surface of, say, the moon or Mars, and what you would do is grow a large network of mushrooms, get fruiting bodies that you could then eat for nutrition, and then with the leftover network, compact it down and use that potentially as the building block.
Dr. Webb's had some help from senior students from Haileybury College who've designed the mushroom mission. Jessie and Tana are in Year 11.
I've been really interested in space for a long while, so I think being able to actually, contribute to the investigation of science in space, I think that was kind of a dream come true.
Hopefully one day we'd get to have a little colony on Mars and potentially all over the galaxy.
So mushrooms grow from a fungal network, and we call it mycelium before it develops that fruiting body, which is the mushroom that you'll often eat on your plate. So that mycelium network is really the key to growing healthy mushrooms, and we've got that currently in space.
Vials of the mushroom's roots, or mycelium, were transported to the US and loaded onto a cargo craft with other science experiments from around the world.
Now, science is the prime focus for crews living and working on the station.
Finally, blast off.
3, 2, 1. I managed to stay up until 1:30 in the morning to watch it launch, and it was just so amazing.
Cygnus deploy confirmed. And there you have it, a successful spacecraft separation. The Cygnus spacecraft is now on its way to the International Space Station, and as mentioned, is expected to arrive about 40 hours from now.
After a mammoth journey, the mushrooms arrived, and while they were carefully taken straight to storage on board the International Space Station, here's the stranded Boeing crew helping with other experiments sent from Earth. The beginnings of the mushrooms will arrive back in Australia in the coming weeks. They'll then be brought to this lab and fully grown before being compared with mushrooms that have never left the Earth. These students have just begun a new experiment on herbs which will eventually be sent into orbit too.
I think in the next, couple of decades, we're going to start seeing something called biomanufacturing in space, potentially for both food and even medicines. And while it's still a very early field, I'm quite excited for the day that I can have a space mushroom on my plate.
Yeah, I can think of many things I'd rather have on my plate than a space mushroom. Well, coming up next, invading a billionaire's penthouse. How did these intruders get all the way up and in?
Boys, if you want to try steal a car, don't try steal one that's 57 floors up.
It's a big week with big plans.
Why does Christian get so worried? That's just his face now. It's just stuck like that.
On Sweets, on the line.
We're not going to let things go wrong. Now we have floor-to-ceiling tiles.
Lockheads, beware.
I don't care whether you've got dinner date with the Prime Minister, mate. It's Waterproof Wednesday, mate.
Let's go, mate. Don't need to be spoken to like that.
No.
You're skipping steps.
Dan did say we've gone behind his back. We're being told to send everyone home. We've been disqualified. I feel like I've lost my dog.
The New Block, next on 9. From grassroots to the games, Harvey Norman, proudly supporting Australian athletes.
Maria and Julio thought their life would never slow down. Then, one day, it finally did. You were made to find inner peace. We were made to track flight prices to paradise.
With so many holiday homes on Booking.com, there are so many Tina Feys I could be. So I hired body doubles.
Wild Tina at the apartment.
Booking.com, Booking.yeah. These are dangerous times. The world here belongs to syndicates. It's a big galaxy out there. And I'm gonna risk it all.
Star Wars Outlaws, available August 30th. Pre-order Star Wars Outlaws for Xbox.
Get them ballin'. Within reason. Westpac Youth Accounts. With parental control.
Get more of the good stuff from belong.com.au.
What's the codes?
That's 547.
Well, that's not working.
Dad, she really needs to pee.
We're going to get in a minute, okay?
It's not open.
Well, I'll call. Representative. Speak with a person.
You're a valued customer.
Representative. We can go in the window.
Just a moment,
Meanwhile, at Estays. When other holiday homes leave you hanging, try one where you can reach a human in about a minute. When business books get wild, wrangle them with NAB Bookkeeper. NAB, more than money.
I'll be riding shotgun. Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive has tackled Australia's rugged terrain for generations, inviting adventure at every turn. Now introducing the all-new, all-electric Subaru Solterra, the latest SUV to join Subaru's CanStar Blue award-winning range. It's you and Subaru for a world discovered. See you out there.
Adrian Portelli enjoys living his life in the public eye. The young billionaire often showing off his flashy sports cars and real estate portfolio. But someone has dared to invade his penthouse on the 57th floor, and it was all caught on camera.
Boys, if you want to try steal a car, don't try steal one that's 57 floors up.
In the driveway of one of Melbourne's mega towers, police stand by as a Lamborghini signals the arrival of you-know-who.
Adrian. Seb, how are you? Good. We've had some unexpected guests that have come and paid a visit.
Okay, I want to hear more about it. Are we invited up?
You are invited up. Let's go.
All right. Entrepreneur Adrian Portelli, known as Lambo Guy for his love of fast cars, escorts us up to his $40 million penthouse in the making with his 6-month-old son, Mercy. The boy named after Adrian's favourite Lamborghini, the Murcielago.
You got a lot of fancy possessions.
Is this your most valuable one?
This is the prized possession, and I think the one that's going to cost me the most money.
But today's visit is about security.
Oh,
Adrian says he was shocked to receive this footage of unauthorised visitors in his penthouse overnight, taking to social media to call it out.
A bunch of guys broke in through the lift shaft of the penthouse and have gone and uncovered my car and filming it all. And anyway, they've stupidly put it on their story.
Lambo guy making a statement to police who attended the property.
It's not a good feeling when you spend so much money on a place for that. In regards, it's meant to be have good security, and we're 57 floors up. The fact that there's people wandering around inside the building that shouldn't be here is quite concerning for everyone.
Adrian has courted fame for his rewards club business, LMCT Plus, as one of the block's most famous bidders. He bought $12 million worth of property on primetime TV last year, which means one question had to be asked. Was this a publicity stunt?
No, definitely not a setup. Got better things to do on my Monday.
So you definitely don't know the person who's uploaded that video of themselves in here?
No, definitely not.
Adrian's original post conspicuously featuring his energy drink brand front and centre. You don't miss a product placement opportunity, do you?
Don't know what you're talking about, mate. No idea.
While there's been no arrests yet, Adrian's tooled up his builder, Mick, to keep an eye out for future intruders.
Mate, here you go. If anyone comes near the car, you know what to do.
Sure do, boys. Leave his car alone. It's enough.
But we've got a simpler solution. We were thinking, what do you get the man who has everything?
Okay.
And we came up with padlock for the door.
It will come in handy.
Coming up, Desley's sensitive information was stolen when her phone got hacked, but did her bank have her back?
I was horrified because the whole account had been drained.
Aussie hero Curtis McGrath on the path to Paralympic gold in Paris. Curtis McGrath, you start!
For a brown bear, the hunt for food is critical. It must act quickly to secure its next meal, all while conserving valuable energy. But this brown bear is a U-Foods customer. He's fully prepared ahead of time, so he can tuck into tasty, healthy meals whenever he wants. And so can you, human. U-Foods. Happy days.
Ginger, I can hear your sweetening voice when it cools out warm and tender. I wanna hold you to me and to you.
When business books get wild, wrangle them with NAB Bookkeeper. NAB, more than money.
These are dangerous times. The world here belongs to the syndicates. It's a big galaxy out there. And I'm gonna risk it all.
Star Wars Outlaws, available August 30th. Pre-order Star Wars Outlaws for Xbox.
Turn Tuesday into Taco Tuesday. Old El Paso, make some noise.
Welcome to the Wildlife Retreat at Taronga, an elegant eco-retreat overlooking iconic Sydney Harbour. Relax in designer rooms, revel in natural beauty, and encounter animals up close. Adding culinary delights rich with native ingredients, and the experience becomes naturally unforgettable. Taronga is not for profit, so a stay with us saves wildlife.
What's the codes?
Yes, it's 547.
Well, that's not working.
Dad, she really needs to pee.
We're gonna get in a minute, okay?
It's not open, is it?
I'll call. Representative. Speak with a person.
You're a valued customer.
Representative. We can go in the window.
Just a moment.
Meanwhile, at Estays. When other holiday homes leave you hanging, try one where you can reach a human in about a minute.
All these bills pile up on my desk, they looking like a mouth. All these little kids running around, I can hear.
Get them ballin'. Within reason. Westpac Youth Accounts with parental controls.
Just an ordinary holiday? Nah, just life-changing. Uluru, just wow.
Good night, big dog. Good night, girls and boys. Sweet dreams.
Tomorrow night, Hacked.
Desley's phone hacked to spare.
It's quite scary these days. Nothing seems to be really secure.
Hackers raided the Great Granny savings.
I was horrified. The whole account had been drained.
Once I've got access to the phone, they've got access to absolutely everything.
But did her bank let her down?
We'll have that story tomorrow, and that's our program. I'm Ali Langdon. Thanks for your company. Enjoy your night.